Star Wars The Rise of Skywalker is set to introduce 8 or more characters in this story that will be used in a way in order to benefit many of the main characters like Rey and Kylo Ren in this movie by director J.J. Abrams and Chris Terrio. This is Mike Zero. If you guys are new to the channel, do make sure to subscribe to see future Star Wars content. So what's really intriguing about this movie is that we do know that they will be exploring Rey's parents. J.J. Abrams confirmed this not too long ago over at Celebration that Rey's parents really will be a big focus in this movie, and that there is more to the story to tell in episode 9. Now, these past couple of weeks or so, we've been learning a whole lot more about this film, and when it all comes down to one of the concept art descriptions, this is where things begin to get very intriguing for episode 9. Now, specifically, a description of both Luke Skywalker and Rey inside of an ancient Jedi temple, where it said that Luke's Force Ghost briefly walks Rey around what was said to be the home of the Prime Jedi. It said that eventually Luke and Rey eventually reach an enlarged mosaic of the Prime Jedi, just like the one seen in The Last Jedi, however larger. It's said to be a moment in which Rey asks for Luke's help, where she is beginning to open up about her feelings. It's described that one of the scenes involves Luke's Force Ghost placing his hands on Rey's head, where Luke is said to tap into Rey's repressed memories, where Luke is able to learn something about her father, where it's described that eventually Luke is able to tell Rey that somewhere in the galaxy her father lives and is alive. It's unclear as to how Luke knows this, however, it's implied it has something to do with Luke connecting with Rey and her memories, and being able to reach throughout the galaxy with his feelings. It's said that this sequence was a part of the rewrites during November of 2018 by J.J. Abrams, where the story of Rey's parents will become complex. So let's go over a couple of parts about this. Now, what's really interesting is that this would prove that Kylo Ren was lying all along. Now, in The Last Jedi, Kylo Ren told Rey that her father is dead and lies underneath the surface of Jakku underneath his grave. So, with that being said, was Kylo Ren really lying, or did he only see a half-truth of what was actually going on with Rey's parents? It's very hard to tell, but I would really like to stick with that he was lying, because we do know that, after all, Kylo Ren lied about who killed Supreme Leader Snoke to General Hux. He said that it was all because of Rey. So, nonetheless, I really do believe here that this is going to show us that Kylo Ren was essentially convincing Rey of something else. Now, the thing about this is that we do know that J.J. Abrams is changing a lot of Rey's story and Rey's elements in episode 9, as well as her parents, and exactly how important they really are going to be in the very end of the sequel trilogy. So Luke Skywalker and Rey, they're inside of this ancient Jedi temple, which is said to be the home of the Prime Jedi. We got a brief glimpse at the Prime Jedi mosaic at the very end of the movie, of The Last Jedi. So what's really interesting about the Prime Jedi is that we do know that this is an enlarged version of the mosaic in his home inside of this ancient Jedi temple that Luke and Rey are inside of. Now, this Prime Jedi mosaic most likely is very strong with the Force and allows Luke Skywalker to see this certain truth within Rey's mind that he is able to get from repressed memories. Now, it's unclear exactly how Luke is able to discover that Rey's father is still alive out there somewhere in the galaxy. Could this very well be something around the lines of it's true from a certain point of view type of thing, where maybe Luke Skywalker knows who Rey's father really is in great detail and he's just not telling her? That's a possibility. But as you all know, we have been going over this for a couple of months now, that Rey's father really is going to play a large role in some of the flashbacks and the visions for the character of Rey that's going to make her evolve as a character from start to finish, which is very important by JJ. It's all about the character of Rey, where she comes from, who she really is, and who her parents really are. That will be explained in episode 9. So this big reveal by Luke Skywalker to Rey about Rey's father, of him still being alive out there somewhere in the galaxy, honestly is mind-boggling. It really does make you wonder if they're really going down the Rogue One route. And what I mean by this is that Jyn Erso, she's searching for her father out there is alive somewhere. Are they going to go down that route where Rey's going to begin searching for her father, or is this going to be something more around the lines of it's kind of like a little bit of a, I guess you could say, a bit of a moment in which Luke Skywalker is going to make a big revelation to Rey later on in the film that's only going to be foreshadowed in the second act of the movie. So the other piece that I do want to go over is that it's implied that Luke is able to do this by reaching throughout the galaxy with his feelings. Now, the whole entire connection between both Rey and Luke, and once again, it's implied that this is all done through the Prime Jedi Mosaic. I also find it very strange that in The Last Jedi, it focused on the Prime Jedi Mosaic, where Luke was able to connect with Leia across the galaxy, where he's helping her vitals return. That was a very interesting thing, and I think that it does have something to do with that. So, anyways guys, I would love to hear what you all have to say about this below in the comments, and if you guys did enjoy the content for today, do make sure to drop a thumbs up on this video to support the channel. I thank you all so very much for the kind support, and I'll catch you guys next time.